Yeah, Forde, a tough game tonight. It was a fight for 3 quarters, but just sort of dropped off a little in the fourth. Can you just sort of walk us through your thoughts on the game overall?
Yeah, I think the third quarter, especially the start of the third quarter, sort of summed it up as well, where, credit to South East, they did a great job, and whatever worked from them, they kept going back to the well, right? So we were really struggling with the pick and roll concepts with Munford and, Creek's ability to get on the rim in that first half. And the adjustment in the second half was Brandon Ashley and, his ability to, be effective in the post. They run a 2-curl action, which we communicated from the sideline. Gruggs did a great job letting that know, so we knew the sequence of events that was going to happen. Brandon Ashley gets a right-hand hook, which is his preferred, low block, right-hand hook. And this is what's cool about this group and how we're learning and evolving, and especially with Keanu, and this is adding to that extra layer of maturity with his game, is, all right, you let that one slide, we know the play's coming again, and you don't want to put him on his right hand. So second sequence down, they run 2-curl again, they get into the block. Keanu does a great job, trying to mix up the coverages, blow it up. We get into the middle long ball. We're late to react to the middle long ball, and it drops coverage. Munford finds Ashley, finishes on the rim, and one. The third sequence, again, we changed it up now, again, changing the coverage. He looks to front it. We do a good job blowing it up. They get into a side pick and roll. He rolls it back into the post. Keanu does a great job sitting on his shoulder. He spins baseline. He's on his left hand. He actually doesn't want to shoot it on his left hand. Keanu walls up right until the last second, fouls him. All right, so you've done all the hard work, and then you bail him out, and he shoots 2 foul shots. Sure enough, the fourth trip down again, they run 2-curl. Now we defend the post well. We blow it up on the post. Ashley kicks it out to Mitch Creek because we've got guards digging in. Mitch Creek gets it on the perimeter. We close him out. We allow him to drive middle, which is not what we want to do. Mitch Creek finishes on the rim. We go down the other end. We turn it over. It's attack break, 2 points for them. Timeout, and now we're battling with a double-digit deficit. So you can see the layers of where we're looking to, we're adjusting, we're getting better. We just need to do it in a shorter window. But we're learning, and there's some great teaching points, especially for some of our guys in tonight's game.
How much does this loss emphasise the importance of Zimmerman and his value in the paint for you?
Yes and no. Obviously, Zim's a massive loss, and we'd love to have Zim on the court. I think Nate did great. We're still trying to manage his minutes in his return to play. He was super effective. I went over, and his ability to get rebounds and draw attention was massive. So it was great to increase his minutes production. Keanu can fill that void. Again, it was just a couple of learning curves that he had to adjust to tonight. But if you said that Zim was able to suit up and he's 100%, it'd be great. But I don't want to be dependent on 1 or 2 players to be the reason why we're winning and losing, which obviously we're losing a lot more at the moment.
It was a tough night for the team from 3. I know you talk about a lot about some nights there'll be bad nights from that position, but would you like to see the team abandon it a bit sooner, or not abandon it, but lessen their shots from that point? The
first half, I think, and this is, again, the balancing act. The first half, that was sort of the message at halftime was, hey, I appreciate everyone's enthusiasm to shoot it and pull the trigger and enjoy it. It's not dropping for us, so let's go into the second half with the idea that we want to get it a little bit more on the rim, get to the foul line, look for our post touches. But then the second half, I think we sacrificed some good looks from the perimeter in trying to deliver that message. So, again, it's another balancing act that we need to work on. 18 at the half I think we had was way too many. And then it's just interesting we finished with 27 because I felt like maybe we didn't shoot enough in the second.
Just for you, JK, a bit of a quiet night, but obviously an important night with your 200th game. Can you just walk us through how important this evening was?
To be honest, I hadn't really put too much thought into it or any more importance than any other game. It would have been nice just to get a win. That was my only real goal for tonight. Obviously, it's a milestone and it's an achievement, but for me, I'd rather have the win.
you're one of those players that can be pretty formidable from three. I know you didn't have any attempts tonight, but was there anything that you saw from tonight's attempts from the perimeter that you think need improving on from a team point of view?
Obviously just making shots, but I think Forde addressed it. I think we just got to be a bit more aware of ebbs and flows, and when it's a good time to take a three or it's a good time to settle down and run an offence. But other than that, the boys have confidence in themselves. They're putting in the work. We just need them to go in the hole.
And Forde, I know it's an away game Sunday, but you're still in Cairns for the Breakers. You mentioned how good that rest will be for getting this Saturday, not to travel, but to get the rest of bodies. Can you just talk to that importance of being able to play in Cairns on Sunday?
Yeah, because obviously we're managing with some major injuries, but we're also managing with some smaller injuries, which every team's got at the moment. So to not have to worry about a connecting flight to Hobart and then manage the recovery in a hotel is a massive benefit for us. So we want to try and capitalise on that and get some guys right, because there's some guys that play some big minutes tonight, and they're going to be important for us on Sunday.
Go ahead, Chris.
JK, I know it's tough after a game to talk about, but 200 games is a significant milestone for you, because you had to wait a long time to get your chance to start. You were pretty patient at the Breakers to try and get a chance. You go to Perth and win championships, and now you've had a really good impact since you've been in Cairns. Are you pretty proud that you've been able to play 200 games in this league?
Yeah, I guess so, when you put it like that. You're right, it took me a long time to break into this league, and Trevor gave me that shot in Perth. And since then I've enjoyed my time. I've made some good memories, a lot of friends, and I've enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure to be able to play this game and to notch up 200. I just enjoyed every step of it, and just looking forward to the rest of the season and try and finish on a bit of a high.
I can still remember that exact week too. Australia was playing New Zealand in a couple of games, and JK hit a couple of corner threes, which is definitely his preference for corner three. But we went into the office the next day, and Trev was pretty adamant that we needed to get some footage on this guy and get some details and get some stats. And it was interesting that with everything that JK had achieved up until that point of his career, that he was coming in at that stage of, because it was like 26?
30.
Yeah, closer to 30. So it was great that, he had the week that he did representing the New Zealand team, and that basically got him his start at Perth.
What are your thoughts now on Sunday, JK? Still some old familiar faces at the Breakers, obviously Tom and Rob, and I'm not sure if Finn's playing, but what are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I mean, they came off a tough loss last night, so they're going to be wanting to turn that around, and like you say, a few familiar faces, and those boys are proud. They're proud men, and they're going to bounce back. So just looking forward to getting back out there. That's a good thing about this league. You come off a loss, and then 2 days later you get a chance to redeem yourself. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think we just got to take care of the little things, stay positive, and we'll be all right.